Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Alby, and today I'm going to be doing an Amonkhet pre-release pack opening using a generator here, magicdrafting.com. This is usually what I do before all of my pre-releases. I come to this website and I get in some practice building some sealed decks. As soon as Hour of Devastation, as soon as all the cards are spoiled, magicdrafting.com usually has up the best sealed deck generator. And so this is usually what I'll do to practice. All the spoilers coming out now, so I decided I might as well get myself back into the mindset of wanting to play sealed, wanting to get ready for pre-release and things like that. So today we're going to do a generator for pre-release pack, and we'll go through and we'll talk about what sealed deck we would build using whatever cards we're given for this pre-release pack. So hopefully we'll open something nice. I might do multiple of these. Multiple of these would be pretty good. Get myself back into the content production. These don't take too long to edit. We just kind of gotta look at a sealed pool, figure out what we're gonna build, and things like that. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and get into it. Immediately, I'm seeing two white rares, an Aven Mind Sensor and a Glurbound Initiate. Aven Mind Sensor is fine. Glurbound Initiate's pretty good. Basically, our white looks kind of shallow though. There's not really anything. Not really anything like 3 CMC or less. There's basically just those who serve Sacred Cat and Anointer Priest in terms of creatures. Besides our rares, we have the Aven Mind Sensor and Glurbound Initiate as well. So we could run white, but we're definitely going to need like another support color to help us make white good in the sealed pool. It looks like we've opened up a lot of good blue cards. I'm seeing Cryptic Serpent, I'm seeing Aven Initiate, Cartouche of Knowledge, Essence Scatters are fine and sealed. Hieroglyphic Illumination is also fine, and then these Shimmer Scale Drakes are also pretty good. Shimmer Scale Drake is also a card that we're able to splash as well, so that's something to keep in mind as we look at what other colors we get. We also have a Slitherblade, not that we want a Slitherblade that often, but it's something to keep in mind. Here in black, we have a Liliana's Mastery, a Baleful Amit, Lord of the Accursed, Cartouche, Cursed Minotaur, two Doom Dissenters, two Final Rewards, Miasmic Mummy, Soul Stinger, and a Supernatural Stamina. So black looks really good. I could see us playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of these cards, so that's 12 or 23 already, so we just need another color to support it with 11. We might look into white and see if we can get some more zombie synergies happening. Maybe we have something hidden in multicolored as well, like some Wayward Servants. Those would be really helpful. There's a Mythic, though. Skipping over red, I'm seeing Ronus the Indomitable right here. But we'll take a look at red. So there's a Trial of Zeal, which is nice. We could possibly splash that as well. We could also splash the Electrify. Other than that, there's not really anything we want to look to be in red for. Here we'll go ahead and take a look at some more cards. Green, we have Ronus, which is obviously just a straight up bomb. Crocodile, Great Maw's not too bad. Colossopede's good. Cartouche is good. Nog is good. Behemoth's good. Companion's good. Kuduv's fine. Gift of Paradise could lead us to a splash, possibly. The Kenra Charioteer, possibly, if we're planning on splashing red for the Electrify and for the Trial of Zeal. And then in terms of non-basics, we have a Throne of the God Pharaoh, which probably won't be played. We have two Kofeshes, and then we have an Evolving Wilds, which could help us as well if we're planning on splashing. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look at what a green-black deck would look like first, because I do think that black has some good cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 decent cards from that color, and then here we're looking at 1, 2, Great Maw's fine. Let's look at Behemoth as 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Stinging Shot is also potentially playable in sealed. Sealed is generally a lot slower, so we can afford to play things like Stinging Shot for Sake the Worldly as well, things like that that have cycling. Even if they're not going to be good, we can always side them out in games 2 and 3, but the fact that they have cycling just makes them great. For curve purposes, I think we do put in the Great Maw, and then we'll take a look at what that is. That's 21 cards. So we'd have to get 2 more playable cards, or we could start thinking about a splash. I think I like splashing for red. We're running 2 cartouches, so splashing the Trial of Zeal could be very nice. It's also something to think about. We might want to play a Gift of Paradise because we do have one of those right here. So Gift of Paradise is possible. Let's take a look at if we splash Trial of Zeal and Electrify, then our deck looks like this. We would have to make one cut. There we go. Now it's even on the screen. We would have to make one cut from this. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 possible ways to create creatures, which I do like. Trying to figure out what the worst card we have here on screen is. It's probably Gift of Paradise, but if we're going to splash Electrify and Trial of Zeal, then I think the Gift of Paradise could be very helpful. We're definitely going to play the Evolving Wilds as well since we're splashing. I don't think we had, we didn't open up any of the rare cycling lands either. There's also a Neheb the Worthy to think about, since that is black and red as well. Since we're going to be splashing the red for these, we can take a look at Neheb. I'll put him back on the screen. So he's like the Minotaur tribal guy. He's not too bad at a 2/2 first strike for 3. And then I don't think we have any other Minotaurs though. Yeah, it's not looking like we have any other Minotaurs, so we probably don't want to splash him. I think we're more focused on the zombie synergies than we are Minotaur synergies here. Also, this is like an antelope and not a Minotaur, so for a second I thought Kudu might be like our only shot at actually having a Minotaur, but Kudu's an antelope, which is an interesting creature type. Yeah, so I don't think we're going to play Neheb. The worst card here is probably... Actually, let's take a look at our curve first. What does our curve even look like? So we have like 1,000,000 3-drops. The 1 6-drop I think is fine. Sealed is generally going to be slower, so we can afford to play 6-drops. We can even afford to play 7-drops sometimes in Sealed. So I think, like, as far as our curve goes, I think our curve is fine. I would like to have more 2-drops. Possibly do something like go turn 2 Doom Dissenter into turn 3 Defying Great Maw, put the counters from the Great Maw onto the Dissenter instead, and then we have a 2/2 zombie and a 4/5 Great Maw, which is pretty nice. Yeah, so I think this is kind of what we're looking at here. This is, I think, the best sealed pull I can make out of this. We still have to make one more cut. I just want to go back and make sure. So white, Glorybound Initiate is sweet, but I don't think it's better than... I don't think our white is better than our green, obviously. And then better than our black, I think, is just incorrect as well. So I think this is basically what we're running. It just comes down to what our final cut is. I like having many creatures. Cards that synergize well are also very good in sealed. So things like Lord of the Accursed is going to be very good here, especially with Liliana's Mastery as well. So we're going to want to keep zombie synergies in mind as we're making this final cut. I'm very interested to know what you guys would cut from this. It might be 1 copy of Final Reward, because then in terms of removal, we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, maybe we don't want to cut Final Renewal. Also, it's a 5-drop, and Gift of Paradise helps us get to our 5-drops faster. What is our least impactful card here? It might just be the Kudu. I kind of like Kudu, though, because it's another way for us to just kill our own Doom Dissenters and get 2/2s. Possibly even 3/3s with Lord of the Accursed, or possibly even 4/4s with Liliana's Mastery. So I think we're probably keeping the Kudu. Supernatural Stamina, I like it as a combat trick. It's just a nice way to trade up and then also keep your thing, especially if we have something with an ETB trigger, which I don't think we have anything with a great ETB trigger. Most of our ETB triggers are actually kind of detrimental, most of them dealing with counters. So maybe taking out Supernatural Stamina is the pick. It's either Supernatural Stamina or Kudu, I think, are the two that I've kind of decided on. It has to be one of those two cards. I like having Supernatural Stamina as just some form of a combat trick, though. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the Kudu. Kudu's gone, and I think these are our 23 cards. And now for the part that possibly could mean winning with the sealed deck versus losing the sealed deck is figuring out what our land situation is going to look like, what's our mana base going to be. So we're definitely going to want to throw in this Evolving Wilds because we're splashing. That's pretty much a no-brainer. Other than that, we have 16 more lands to go. Gift of Paradise also counts. So if we run 2 red sources, then we're looking at, if we run 2 mountains, we're looking at 4 red sources for 2 cards, which is pretty solid. That sounds like a good number. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to go with. We're going to throw in 2 mountains, and then that'll leave us with another 14 lands, and we could probably go 7/7 because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 green cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So yeah, I think we go 7. Yeah, 7 black cards, 7 green, or not black cards, 7 swamps, 7 forests, 1 Evolving Wild, and 2 mountains as our total mana base for this. And I think that's basically our sealed deck. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Tell me what you guys would have built. And if you guys want me to do more of these, I know a lot of people subscribe to me for limited content like draft and sealed. So hopefully this is a good way to start being able to produce more limited content videos for you guys. Hopefully I can help improve your limited play. And like I said, if you guys did enjoy the video, go ahead, tell me down low in the comments section, and I will be sure to make some more of these in the near future. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.